those heroes switchingly. So it could be a weapon power Glaive or a CP Batiste or even a Captain Glaive and a Captain Batiste. It could go either way. So this is still like Elite 8 being very much like Clay, wherein they can just form a carry later on, but these two are interchangeable. Whatever they need, they can answer with it. Infamous, they still don't know how to deal with that, and from the looks of it, they're just going to be going with, I believe, it's going to be a weapon power Aegis in the lane, Lance is the captain, and Scarf on the jungle because he's going to be thinking that the Batiste will go jungle with the CP, so not too much jungle invades that might be coming out from Elite 8, but this last pick might say something from that. Kestrel is gone already, so...
If I look at their previous picks...
Maybe a Baron. Actually, a Baron might not be too bad in this situation. Even though he has been nerfed, he's still a pretty good damage dealer, but it's going to be the Vox.
Vox is quite a popular pick back at the split 1 and split number 2. Meanwhile, for Infamous, during the previous 2 weeks, they weren't really the Vox type, but Elite 8, they definitely have been picking that up. One of the
push will immediately activate the stun, so that's actually a good pick-off potential, a pick-off starter here for Elite 8.
That is true. You can hear the drums drumming in the background. Very intense matches here as the Lance. Clowny, again, this is not going to be the triple duo, SNK, that we've witnessed since Split 1 and Split 2. Some of the teams from SEA would actually mix it up in terms of roster just to make sure that everybody is synergized together. But from what we've seen from Infamous, it has been a rare occurrence that SNK would be out of the table. And he's, again, one of the core members of Infamous. And that is why I'm very, very looking forward to this matchup and how they're going to work around this.
Can he get the last hit on this Elder Tree? And it's going to be really close here. It's actually going to be a 2v1 for the meantime. But Enemy Save Me will go for the last hit. Wow, that Impale connects beautifully. But there's the Ordain coming back out as an answer for Official Hein. And I believe it was Infamous who actually stole the Elder Tree. And so a little bit of a victory there for the INF squad as Elite 8. Han Jaeger should be the one who's supposed to be bullying Spaghetti here, but if I'm not mistaken, he actually has been landing some pretty sweet chakrams to have lowered the HP of Han Jaegers as we were looking at the bottom side.
Really nice roam here from Infamous. Slam towards the wall here. The Githian wall. Official High might be in a little bit of trouble. Bad Mojo being landed. And there comes INF Uni. And they will secure the kill. First blood goes to them. Nicely done.
It doesn't even work right now. So you got to give props as well to Spaghetti. He knew that he was going to get, well, in a way, lose to Han Jaegers here on that Vox. So look at his item ability. I believe he went for the jacket just so that he'll be able to absorb more damage, get a lot of armor so that or rather good armor in the early game so that he won't be, even though he gets a lot of auto attack damage, it's not a lot of damage.
Exactly. And really well played by Infamous with a 2-squad roam, just trying to strangle Official Hein's jungle there. And they managed to get first blood, really well played. Batiste forced to actually put more pressure into the lane, and then that's the time can actually go back into his own area. But meanwhile, Enemy Save Me is just going to be supplying information during the early phases of the game, hiding in the brush, just trying to scout out where the rest of the members are from Infamous side, as they've been very active in knowing where Elite 8 is going to rotate. They're finding the right targets. And at this point, you know, Han Jaegers is just going to be chilling, going to be farming, as it is understandable they're not going to be doing any aggressive plays at this point. All they can do is react and gather more, farm more, so they can reach their spikes.
This could be a little bit hairy. Clowny will be missing his Impale, so not a good initiation for Infamous right there. Batiste should be actually still in the jungle, getting as much farm as he needs. They know that Batiste won't really do too much in the early game, so they say, you know what, we have a Glaive, he has the Afterburn, he's going to be the one who makes something happen, at least a little bit in the early game, and then Batiste, just keep farming. If you don't have any more farm, join us right now, and that's what's going to happen. 3v3 in the lane. Nice connection onto the Bad Mojo here to Spaghetti, but it's not a lot of damage. There is the Ordain though, but Clowny, good defense, there's the Impale, and Enemy Save Me is hella low on HP. Gotta back away right now because there is a lot of poke coming in from Uni's Spitfire and a Chakram from Spaghetti.
Really look at that. Both of the tanky members from the side of Infamous and Elite 8 are pretty low at this point. Uni has no energy. Anime Save Me is actually destroyed. the Afterburn can save him, but that last hit just finishes off the kill. Infamous gains another kill for themselves.
Well, I guess Anime didn't really save him in that particular
Situation,
Situation,
yes.
yeah, exactly.
Not at all. So Uni, on the other hand, will be continuing with the rotations here on the jungle side. Clowny will just go back to base and get more or refill that HP bar.
So here's the question. Once the late game comes, Han Jaeger's on a Vox. He's going to be building into the Poison Shift, into the Tension Bow, and those two items, both of them have been nerfed in 2.7 if I'm not mistaken. And then Batiste, he's going to be building CP, so he's going to have the empowered bad mojos, but it has to hit perfectly in order to, you know, deal the damage. But then on the other side, Scarf, Spitfire can actually go through minions and deal damage. And the Goopfire is easy to connect. So come late game, when you also have an Assassination Idris that has weapon power, I feel like Infamous should have a better hand into this one. But of course, that's all if this does go in favor of Infamous. But you never know. There is the Fearsome Shade. There is still that Glaive who can go for the pick-off Afterburn, the combination with the Ordain as well. So we'll just have to see.
Elite Eight's composition is definitely balanced in a way where if ever Infamous tries to dive and initiate, they can punish that easily with the Afterburn Glaive and the Ordain, or the Fearsome Shade as well. But good thing, you know, Elite 8 spots out that the rest of the members of Infamous are actually in the jungle side, managed to chunk a little bit of HP from that turret, so that is a little bit of victory for Elite 8 in a way, because at this point of the game, they cannot really do much. All they can do is guard their jungle well, look out for more of those aggressive rotations from the Scarf with the Lance, with Clowny and Uni. Better watch out for that. But this time around, Elite 8 has been, you know, up in their game in terms of like catching up on towards the CS. They're still okay despite the 2-kill lead from Infamous, so they're pretty safe for now. Again, what's up, yo?
Starro Blade, Weapon Infusion, and the Shimmer Strike. I think Infamous is ready to strike right now.
Well, we'll see what they have to say about that. Level 5 on towards Clowny, but Spaghetti already has his ultimate available as well as the Dragon Breath from the Scarf. They can poke them all out. They're just waiting for the Impale, which happens, but the Afterburn!
That is Spaghetti though. They gotta be careful because he can just dash out of the fight and look at damage. There you go. That's what I'm talking about. That's the assassination potential of the Idris, and Han Jaegers will falter down. Clowny not gonna get shut down as well from the damage of the turret. And well, Infamous get a 2-0. And can they transition that into a turret? I don't know just yet. Clowny, though, nice connection onto the stun. Githian, or rather, Impale will not connect. Enemy State Me still does have that Afterburn away from the fight. And this turret is taking a whole chunk of damage. You talked about how Elite 8 got that small victory. Well, Infamous got a little bit of a sizable victory in that 2 fights. They're still looking for more, and they get another kill.
Clowny!
Elite 8 gets another kill.
Yeah, I mean, Clowny was just aiming for the turret's demise, but it ends up a kill for Elite 8. Definitely not what they wanted there. Uni this time around, look at the damage coming from the Scarf. It's just insane as Uni just spitfires all over the place. Anime Saving gonna keep running as Hun Jaegers receives the sustained immense damage once again.
Spitfire, one more, the burn, it's gonna be real, and this, well, you know how to say, how to train your dragon? Well, this dragon is training you.
Definitely well played there, Asterai, as the Uni Spitfire definitely will just go through you and then manage to finish off the kill. With that said, Glaive tried to save a fellow member. Unfortunately, no. This will definitely lead to an immense payout here for Infamous. More objectives, more room to put more vision on towards this jungle side of the map. But it's 5-1 so far. Gold lead slowly and surely in favor of Infamous at this point. Elite 8, we still haven't found the fight. They still haven't found the fight that we were looking for. Despite Infamous just going at them, there's still not much of a, what do you call this, a counterattack possible just yet, as Uni is always in a safe position. Spaghetti is in a safe position as well. We'll see. This is the initiate.
Initiate, like you said, there is the wait for it activated by Han Jaegers. That was not as good as they wanted to because Spaghetti still found his mark. Anime Save Me was blown up. They didn't even have to use the ultimate. So right now, there's still the possibility of another engager coming in from Infamous. Although they gotta be careful, Han Jaeger's damage and Bad Mojo is Gonna be a bit scary, but where is official Hein going? That is not where he wanted to actually position himself, and he gets punished. That's already 2 kills for MMS right here, and they're looking for more blast on the scout trap, but no follow-up from Elite 8. And, well, Clowny, we were talking about how SNK, he will sorely be missed by Infamous, but right now Clowny is filling his shoes. Well.
Filling his shoes. That is a period already.
I was about
but
to make a clown shoe joke, but it's not possible
It-
yet.
Unfortunately, it didn't fit. But anyway, going back to the game, really well played again by Clowny. Infamous just doing it so well despite, the roster changes, the team dynamics. They've adjusted very well. Meanwhile, for Elite 8, they still haven't found that window of opportunity to actually get into the fight and retaliate. I mentioned earlier how they can easily punish these aggressive sort of plays, but I feel like they're not playing their kits well. I haven't seen the effective afterburns just yet, the ordains just yet. It's always the Lance that gets these punishing moves, but for the Scarf and the rest of the members, it's still not being apparent, which I feel like it's a little bit tough because the Scarf is way back in the positioning for Infamous, so it's kind of hard to reach. And Lance Clowny is doing a great job. Uni with the skill shots as well. So far so good. Gold lead definitely in favor of Infamous this time around, plus the rotations and map control.
So the thing that I actually noticed here is, like you said, yeah, Elite 8 cannot really land their initiate tools properly or disengage tools properly. The thing that you have to actually check here is the Lance initiates, right, for Infamous. Once he hits his crowd control, he immediately, I believe, activates his Crucible so that, because I feel like Elite 8, they're going to be reactive with how they use the Ordain or the wait for it for Hun Jaegers. So that immediately gets countered by the Crucible, and that allows that short split second of opening allows Spaghetti to just go in and blow people up. And if that doesn't happen, you got yourself a Frostburn and Eve of Harvest on the Scar, so they got the sustained damage as well. So it's going to be really scary here for Elite 8. It's fractions of a second that they have openings, but if they can capitalize on it, I think Infamous will be able to win. But still, they're fighting for the gold mine. There's going to be the steal, and the Scarf will not allow that to happen. No way, Jose. And Infamous, 28K or 29K to the 24 of Elite 8.
Exactly. Infamous keeps forcing these rotations from Elite 8, even though they just want to go somewhere else. Infamous just keeps taking out objectives away from the map, and that is what Infamous is doing. Elite 8 forced to contest fights that are not really for them at this point of the game. Since they're a little bit behind, they'll probably scale a little bit more later. They're going to be on defense. They'll try to steal whenever an objective is in danger for Infamous for the taking. So for Elite 8, it's all up to them in terms of execution. This might be their time to shine or their time to fall.
Fall or rise. It's going to be make or break for Elite 8 as they're giving away a lot of objectives here for Infamous to actually play around with. Uni is surviving the backline that Eve of Harvest really making him work for it. But the damage onto Clowny as well. They got to back off. The stun connecting onto the box, but they still got to be careful because onto the right side there's going to be at least official Hein looking for a little bit of shenanigans. But nobody wants to go in a little bit too over-aggressive. Elite 8, they know that if they went in a bit too hard, Spaghetti still has his ultimate. That Glimmer Strike, or rather Shimmer Strike, is still up and running. Even though Clowny is down, or is low, that is still a captain. And like I said, Eve of Harvest is going to give a lot of sustainability on this Scarf, so they got to be careful to approach, and they just say, never mind.
Yeah, you can see how reserved or not 100% committed into a fight Infamous is. Even though they see an opportunity, they will strike, but it's fine. And the thing is, that's actually pretty smart of them, because there are times where it's not going to be definitely on their favor. They saw that the Scarf was left unattended. It was left unguarded. And then they saw that the Lance was quite far from everybody else, which put a Scarf and a Vox in a 1v1 situation in a short span of time. But it didn't work out so well. That's why a lot of members from Elite 8 was pretty healthy at that mini skirmish that we saw during the previous clash, and that is why Elite 8, or rather Infamous, decides to back away instead.
Yeah, at least Hun Jaegers, like I said, does spike a bit early. Once you get that tension bow and poison ship, you get good damage. But at the same time, if you're gonna go up against a captain, it's not gonna work too well. But if you actually go up against some squishier targets like Uni, who doesn't really have any defensive items, maybe just the reflex block, you can deal good damage. So maybe that's the reason why Infamous backed away. And yeah, well, seeing as Infamous is gonna go for another push.
Lots of vision here, but the Ginthian wall slam into the wall there, but Hanjagers is still going to be A-okay as he escapes through the clutches of danger on Infamous side. But
Now,
look at that.
Yeah, you can see Infamous actually going for the bottom side. There is the, oh my god! That silence will not be stopped as the Ginthian wall just slams them down into the side. And look at that, they just popped like a bubble ace coming out from Infamous.
That was a beautiful, beautiful Dragon Breath. Knowing that the rest of the members of Elite 8 cannot commit to the fight anymore, they're going to be trying to run away. They don't have that much mobility skills
Look at
to
that
work
Ginthian
with.
wall, that was nuts.
Beautiful, beautiful by Clowny. Dragon Breath just cleans everybody up, and that is the Glaive, the only one left. You cannot do anything with those 3 members still up and healthy. Empowered minions that will help secure those turrets. Very well played by Infamous. They're really looking good at this first game.
And again, I did say, or rather, I was told that, you know, as a CP Batiste, it wouldn't be favorable to go for an Echo, but I would like to say that, you know, Echo is a niche item that Batiste on any type of build, captain or CP, you can actually use, because in these type of situations wherein your opponents have so much, or I think you can counter the first Fearsome Shade and you need an extra bit of CC, I think that Echo would be a good pickup right now for Elite 8, at least so that they have some other answers. For at least with the Crucible activates, you got a block, and then at least you got, you know, the second Fearsome Shade to work with.
The second Fearsome Shade to work with. Indeed, as if things get a little bit too dangerous for Elite 8, as Infamous has definitely the poke kit, the damage. It's just too bursty for them at this point. But with the Kraken already spawned, it really changes the dynamics of the game this time around. So much vision will be going around this jungle side, as Infamous will try to bait out a fight that Elite 8 is not going to be prepared for. Look at those flares. They know what's going on. They know what's up. We'll see. Pokes are being landed here and there. Glaive already in position, waiting for the correct timing of the afterburn. Batiste already walking to the side of this jungle. We'll see. Is there going to be a steal, Asteroid? What do you think?
I don't know. I feel like there won't be right now. There's the wait for it activated by the Vox. There it is. The damage as well. Dragon's Breath will be used. Nice usage on that ultimate from Official Hind, but it really isn't enough. And oh my god, if the Vox gets rooted there, that is just suicidal. Hanjagers is in a bad spot, but you know who is in a worse situation? Official Hind. He was left to die by his teammates because there wasn't any opportunity at all. Oh, the Chakram gets the last hit. Beautiful positioning, a lineup from Spaghetti right there. And Anime save me. Well, his name says that he can save, but now, can he keep Elite 8 afloat as Infamous are looking to submerge them underneath, 6 feet under in this fight?
Beautiful.
Oh,
he
no.
tried with the afterburn, but then
Well,
the push away coming from the lands.
You know
well played.
what they say, I did my best, but I guess my best
Wasn't good enough. All right, Asarai. You obviously need to go karaoke. But here, Infamous is just getting all these objectives, getting all the gold lead. It's already almost 11k gold lead for the side of Infamous. Elite 8 has been losing these fights, losing all these objectives. The draft hasn't been working out so well. I couldn't feel the Vox. For the Batiste, we haven't seen the combo that we've been looking for with the Glaive. And so far, it's mostly Elite 8 just playing to the music of Infamous.
Well, speaking of karaoke, now is the Song of Destruction that Infamous are just singing right now, mellowing the side of Elite 8, just, you know, doing the Harana. I don't know if they know what word that is, but there's the damage onto Official Hind. He gets blown up. Clowny is super low, but Spaghetti is dealing the damage. Anime Save Me is a captain right here, but that core is exposed. The vein has been popped, and the glory for the first game is in the hands of Infamous.
Fast game.
It really wasn't that long, but Elite